Hello, students! Please get your ball pens and notebooks for this subject so that you may be able to write down additional information that I will discuss to you today. Our lesson for today is about the food service industry. The food service industry refers to the establishments such as restaurants, school canteen, hospital cafeterias, the cafeterias, and catering operations. Meaning, it is any business establishment that serve food and beverage. Food is anything which when taken into the body gives energy, regulates body processes, and builds and repairs body tissues. Food gives energy to the body. Energy is the capacity to do work. And as we eat the food, we will be able to do our tasks and we will be capable to actively participate in any activity required for us to perform. Food regulates body processes. Some of the examples of body processes include the following. Circulation. It is the body process that involves with the movement of the blood through the heart and blood system. Digestion. It is the body process in which food is broken into tiny particles through mastication and by the action of enzymes converted into nutrients and used by the body. Excretion. It is the elimination of body wastes. Respiration. It is the exhalation and inhalation of air by the body. The central nervous system. It is the body process that involves the brain and the spinal column. With food, as it enters in our body, helps these body processes to function normally. Food builds and repairs body tissues. The best example that food builds our body tissues is the process that we grow. The best example that food repairs our body tissue is the healing of the wounds. In the food industry, food undergoes the process of cooking. Cooking is the transfer of heat onto a food item to improve its appearance, taste, and flavor. And there are only two methods of cooking food, which are, number 1, dry heat method. It is the method of cooking food with the application of air and heat. Examples are roasting, broiling, baking, and frying. Air and heat is applied in cooking by this method. Number 2 is the moist heat method. It is a method of cooking food that uses water as a medium. Examples are boiling, simmering, stewing, and steaming. Let us now move on to the purpose of cooking food. Number 1 purpose is to develop and enhance the flavor. In cooking, we add condiments like soy sauce, vinegar, pepper, and salt. Therefore, the taste, after adding these condiments, will be developed and enhanced. Number 2 purpose is to improve its digestibility. In cooking, it makes the food become softer and smoother, and it will be more easily to digest. Number 3 purpose is to increase its palatability by improving the palatability factors. Palatability factors in food means by mere looking at the food, it looks delicious. In cooking, we increase the palatability factors of food by adding vegetables of different colors, like the afritada. We add potato, which is yellow, carrots, which is orange, red and green bell pepper to add to the color, to the brown color of the meat. And when it is served, afritada looks palatable with its red sauce. Number 4 purpose is to destroy pathogenic microorganisms that injurious to health. With the application of heat, microorganisms that may cause harm will be destroyed, thus making the food safe for consumption. Let us move on to the career opportunities in cookery. Number 1 is chef. It is a person in charge inside the kitchen, responsible for production such as menu planning, purchasing, costing, and planning the schedules of staff. Number 2 is the chef de partie. Chef de partie is in charge of several chefs, cooks, and assistants in a particular area of the food production. Number 3 is the restaurant manager. He or she manages, leads, and supervises the restaurant operations. Number 4 is the food stylist. He prepares the food for photography in books, magazines, and other publications. Number 5 is the food writer. He writes articles and blogs for food industry journals and other publications. So, those are some of the career opportunities in cookery. Let us move on to entrepreneurship and personal entrepreneurial competencies. Entrepreneurship is the process of engaging in business, taking all the risks to gain profit. An entrepreneur is someone who attempts to create profit through taking risks and initiative. An entrepreneur creates new business idea, comes up with plans and strategies, turn this idea, plans and strategies into a reality, thus creating profit and generates job opportunities. Personal entrepreneurial competencies pertains to the vital characteristics that a person should possess in order to become an entrepreneur. In short, these are the important and needed characteristics on how to become an effective businessman. These include the following. Number 1 is character. These include the following. Number 1, character. This refers to the totality of a person's moral and mental qualities. It is how a person acts and thinks. Number 2, hard working. It means habitually working persistently for a long period of time. It is the qualification of an individual of not getting tired of what he is doing. Number 3 is self-confidence. Having confidence in one's ability and own judgment in coping all the risks of operating a business. It is the characteristics of trusting oneself with regards to decision making or decision made. Number 4 is discipline. It means focusing on the goal to control one's behavior and actions that will help the business grow in the future. It is the characteristics of controlling oneself in doing anything that will hinder the success of the business. Number 5 is commitment. This refers to the willingness to accept full responsibility for everything that will happen in the business. It means that the entrepreneur will do everything to make his business grow, accepting all the responsibilities to whatever will happen in the business. Number 6, ability to accept change. Refers to the capacity to cope and adopt changes. It means that an entrepreneur is never afraid to discover new trends in the business and use them for the business to grow. Number 7 is creativity and innovation. Being creative and innovative to gain advantage over competitors. It means that an entrepreneur must know how to discover new things for the improvement of the business, and that is creativity. He also knows how to create a new product to an already existing one, and that is innovation. Example, creativity, using bagoong as an ice cream flavor, thus discovering bagoong ice cream. Innovation, when the bagoong ice cream becomes successful, innovate it by adding peanut sauce, and another product has been produced, bagoong ice cream with peanut sauce. Number 8, imagination and resourcefulness. Means that he is using his imagination to make something essential and using the things around to present something unique. It means that an entrepreneur must use his imagination on how to present his business to consumers in terms of packaging and brand name. He has the capability to use things already in the environment to lessen the expenses in business operation. Number 9, initiative-driven. He takes the initiative to plan, organize, lead, and control the flow of the business. It means that the entrepreneur has the drive to run his business by his own capacity. Number 10, profit-oriented. He is aiming to generate profit from the business. It means that he earns money from the business, able to return his investment, and earning additional amount of money. Okay, those are the 10 personal entrepreneurial competencies. Let us now move on to the skills a successful entrepreneur must have. Number 1, planning. It is a skill of thinking goals and objectives beneficial to him, to the workers, to the consumers, and to the business. Number 2, people skills. It is a skill on having good relationship with employees, customers, and other people through effective and efficient communication to people in and out of the business. Number 3, decision making. It is the ability to make wise decisions with the objectives that have been planned out. So those are the 3 skills that the entrepreneur must have and possess. Let us move on to the lifestyle of an entrepreneur. Lifestyle pertains to the day-to-day activities of an individual that can contribute to his success in the future as an entrepreneur. It is the way an individual lives and the things he usually does regarding his status of living, how he spends his money, and his status in the society. Now, let us have the environment and market. In business, we have 2 kinds of environment. Number 1, internal business environment. These are factors within the business that affect the business itself. Examples are manpower or the hired workers, money or the capital to be used for the business, machinery or the machines to be used to produce a product, and the vehicles used to deliver the product, minutes or the time to be consumed for business operation. Number 2 is the external business environment. These are factors outside of the business that affect the business. Examples are government laws, rules, and regulations that will affect the business, consumers' beliefs, cultures, and tradition that will concern the product, the economic status of the consumers, the availability of suppliers and distributors. Okay? These are the topics of our lesson in TLE. We will have our interaction with regards to your questions and unclear matters in our Zoom. Goodbye for now and good day.